Dennis Quaid shines in The Long Game, a true story about 5 Mexican-American friends defying discrimination to pursue golf success. The underdog tale of The Long Game resonates with viewers, highlighting the importance of rooting for those facing injustice. The wonderful cast brings depth and authenticity to the film, making it a captivating and heartwarming viewing experience. Dennis Quaid, who has over 100 acting credits to his name and is best known for his role in The Day After Tomorrow or his appearance in Far From Heaven, is certainly no stranger to the industry. He continues to appear in various movies, but one of his recent successes is due to his portrayal of Frank Mitchell in the sports drama The Long Game. Despite the movie's captivating storyline and the fact that it is actually based on a true story, the reception upon its theatrical release could have been much better. Unfortunately, Dennis Quaid's The Long Game is not the actor's first movie that was overlooked during its initial release. Quaid has a palpable passion for sports movies, which can also be seen in his previous works, such as The Hill. While this movie also fell slightly flat during its release in theaters, it later found a second life when it was made available on Netflix. Despite the slow start, The Long Game has gained more momentum since its release on Netflix, finding its way to the streaming network's top 10 and solidifying itself as a film worth watching. The Long Game follows a group of friends and their passion for golf. Set in 1955, The Long Game tells the true story of 5 Mexican-American friends who discovered their passion for golf and now work a side job as caddies. Fed up by how the all-white club is treating them but equally determined to expand their skills and learn how to play like the professionals in the club, they take matters into their own hands and create their very own golf course. When they are accidentally discovered by golf enthusiast JB, the decision to form the very first golf team at the boys' school is made, and the goal to win the Texas State High School Golf Championship in 1957 is set. Without having the proper gear in the first place and instead of using old equipment, the group attracts the attention of many, good and bad. As the San Felipe Mustangs, the 5 friends from Del Rio challenged rigid and obsolete laws and rules inside the all-white golf club. The Long Game is a classic underdog story. The central focus in The Long Game is all about the fact that a group of underdogs fought against injustice and went from total dismissal to actual success. Their rise to the top is slow and certainly rough, but it is a beautiful journey after all. It all starts with a group of caddies who constantly experience discrimination in their hometown just because they are Mexican. The racial climate in Texas during the 1950s was extremely heated, and the path toward inclusion seemed almost impossible. J.B. Pena, an Army veteran and golf lover, shares a similar experience when trying to become a member of a prestigious golf club. Instead of walking out of there with a membership in his hands, a much bigger opportunity waits for him, and his life, as well as the lives of 5 Mexican boys, are changed forever. Considering that The Long Game is based on a true story, it is even more captivating and inspiring, which allows the audience to connect with the characters on a profound level and invites them to feel the injustices the boys felt. At the same time, rooting for the team becomes even more real, and the desire to find out what happened to them in real life ignites a whole wave of research on the political situation in Texas in the 1950s. The fact that this story is about real people evokes a sense of importance within this valuable lesson, as, in real life, rooting for the underdogs is absolutely necessary. The Long Game features a wonderful cast. The Long Game sees Dennis Quaid as one of the main characters, Frank Mitchell, who is brought on board as coach and mentor by JB, but apart from Quaid, there is an entire cast that adds outstanding performances to this movie and makes it an excellent watching experience. Jay Hernandez as J.B. Pena, Julian works in the role of Joe Trevino, Miguel Angel Garcia as Felipe Romero, Gregory Diaz-4, who portrays Gene Vasquez, Christian Gallegos as Mario Lomas, Jose Julian in the role of Lupe Felon, and many more add incredible value to the movie. The cast members effortlessly convey an unbreakable bond while allowing for certain differences and genuine conversations. Bickering, fighting, and annoying each other is nothing uncommon inside the friend group in The Long Game, but the movie offers a refreshing approach to depicting arguments in a natural and relatable way. While the characters would certainly have benefited from an even stronger focus on character development, the outstanding cast is enough to turn this movie into a captivating watching experience. The Long Game is a feel-good movie. It is no surprise that The Long Game is finally receiving the praise it deserves. With such an inspiring storyline that authentically highlights the very real struggles of Mexicans, specifically in Texas, during the 1950s, this movie brings an important topic to the screen. Apart from the rather daunting, often shocking, and predominantly unfair moments, The Long Game undoubtedly qualifies as a feel-good movie. Even though racism and many concomitant injustices are the fundamental issues in the movie, what eventually prevails is the success and union of these five friends. Together, they work tirelessly to take one step closer to their dream, and, as a team, they endured racist behavior and unfair treatment. Their union stands out the most, and their outlook on a better future spreads hope throughout the entire movie, easily turning this movie into a must-watch. The Long Game is streaming on Netflix.